130 reasons why I love being an atheist. There's no conformity required. Organized religion, including Christianity, you have to adhere to certain beliefs. You have to do certain things to be a member of a church. You have theology and usually a church constitution that you have to agree with in order to be a church member. And I think conformity is one of the biggest killers of individualism. If anyone's seen Stranger Things season 4, there's a character, Eddie, that stands on a table and screams about how that Satanism and living in secular society isn't killing the kids. It's conformity that kills the kids. And it's very true. Not usually physically, more metaphorically speaking. But we call it drinking the Kool-Aid for a reason. Very few people in history are remembered for being like everyone else. And conformity has a cost. You have to forego your integrity, and the world loses out on a very special, unique human being. And this goes all the way back to people being in the closet. When your career, your social life, your entire existence revolves around a specific belief system, leaving this belief system would be like a bomb going off. The destruction would be so entirely visible. I would feel bad for this person. And church people are real nice as long as you believe the way they believe. The moment you say I'm an atheist or I have theological differences of opinion, you have not seen bad behavior like I've seen in church. Christians want you to conform to a heteronormative, sterile gender role. And that's not just Christians, but Christians are probably the biggest champion. And the problem is you don't need to conform. My mother always said, find your place and get in it. And I would always say, I don't have a place. I make my own place. I will not conform to toxic gender stereotypes. I'm not going to adhere to people's toxic expectations for marriage and family. Just not going to do it. And I won't conform. I will not support these people. I mean, if you're straight and you want to be married, fine. It's not an expectation. And you don't do it because it's expected or it's the next logical step. Live life the way you want. And how many people have died or lived in misery because they had to conform to an archaic set of rules? How many people have committed suicide because they're in a religious environment or a conservative environment where who they really are can't be out in public? Conformity kills and traumatizes people. Do you think trans people are going to conform? It's really hard to be who you are in an environment that forces you to conform. And now that I'm an atheist, I don't have to conform anymore. I mean, I obey the laws just like most people, but what I wear, how I live, who I have sex with, and being single, I won't conform to a system that makes people miserable. It's not worth it. I'd rather not exist than live some of the boring lives I've seen in my family. It's just not for me. And being an atheist, we don't have dogma and doctrine and church rules and white men saying they have a word from God, because atheism isn't like that. It's not a religion. It's the absence of religion. And that's why I love atheism, because I don't have to conform. I don't have to believe. I don't have to say or repeat things that makes me a certain group member. I can just be who I am. And if people don't like it, well, there's a gesture for people who don't like me and hate me. So it's my life, and I'm not going to conform to anybody's toxic standard. Because if someone wants you to change, once you change, they're going to find something else they want you to change. And it's just not worth conforming. When you conform, you lose who you are. You lose genuine integrity. So, yeah, conformity kills, and I won't do it. And that's why I love